Okay, you're on, Stephen. This is Stephen O'Connor.
This is Stephen O'Connor. I'm from Cork in Ireland. I've been living in New York for 6 years, and I have a story to tell about 9/11. But it's compared to other stories, it's really insignificant, and I'm lucky to be here, but not luckier than others. So it was the best of days. It was the worst of days. I was reading a great book by Tom Clancy. I was on the train, and my headphones were on, listening to music coming in from Long Island, where I now live. And all of a sudden, there was a guy that caught my eye at the door of the train, and he was screaming. And he was, look, 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 look. And I thought it was just another crazy New Yorker. And then another guy said, look, 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 look. They were all looking at the outside the window of the train, thought nothing of it. Anyway, then all the phones started ringing, but still thought nothing of it. It was a good chapter. Got to Penn Station, which I normally didn't go. I normally didn't go that way. I usually went to Jamaica, changed, and got to Flatbush Avenue, which would have brought me to downtown, but to Battery Park. But that day, for some strange reason, I think it was because the book was so good and I didn't want to get off the train, I went to Penn Station, got out of Penn Station, and so a tally of people, 30 people standing by the bar at Penn Station in the Long Island Railroad concourse, looking at the TV. Something must have happened, but it was about 5 to 9. I was running late, and I said, let me dash downtown. So I got on the Express. When the Express got to 14th Street, there was an announcement for a police activity. There would be a final stop at Brooklyn Bridge, City Hall. Still thinking nothing of it, still reading the book. The train was lighter than usual. Nothing strange about that, because it was 9 o'clock or 5 past 9 at that point. So I got out, I looked up, and the fires of hell were lit. I looked around the crowd, and what struck me was the police were trying to get people back. What struck me though was that a lot of people seemed to have big cameras. Now J&R Music Store was close to City Hall and the subway stop, but it was very strange that they all had big cameras taking pictures. Still didn't hit me.
Now City Hall is how far from the Trade Center?
City Hall is about 3/4 of a mile, half a mile from the Trade Center. About 4 blocks, really not that far.
So you could see in full view?
You could see in full view the fires.
Both
still,
towers?
Both. I think the second plane hit as I was walking down one of the side streets. Because that's what I was doing. I wanted to get to work, and Broadway was closed off. So what I did was I walked down Nassau Street, which runs parallel to Broadway, and was still trying to get to work for an interview that I was in for 9:30 for. Lo and behold, I see police on each of the side streets saying, get back, noise, commotion, people running. And looking back now, it was a haze. It's a haze. It's just a haze of a day. But when I got to Liberty Street, where the Marine Midland or HSBC building is, on Liberty Plaza, there were no police saying, get back, get back. So I walked down towards the Trade Center and down towards Liberty Plaza, and I stood on Liberty Plaza by a big red cube, a big red sculpture. And I kept looking, and I don't know how long I was looking. It must have been half an hour, just in shock, in awe. It was beginning to sink home, and then that's when it happened. The first building, the South Tower, began to drop, splintering, like a fizzle stick, like a lit fizzle stick, just cascading out. That was the flash of memory that I have of that moment. Then I saw the police running towards me, saying, "Run, run, 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 run!" And of course, I ran, but as I ran, I had my big black bag. I guess I stumbled, I fell, I got back up, And I ran, looking down the street. There was nowhere to run to. So I got inside what was a freight door. The freight door was closed, but there was a kind of a 1.5 foot space. And the noise just thundered. And at that moment, I put my arm like this, because there was the beginning of debris. Put my arm like this, and I snuck my nose into my armpit, basically, and waited, and then shitload of fucking everything came by. I have no idea what it was. Looking back, the smoke, the air became thicker and 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 thick, to the point where I couldn't breathe. There was the soot, the dust, the liquidized concrete, I didn't know what it was. It just kept on coming. And then you think, oh my good God, this is it. So I was a smoker at the time, and I didn't want my mother to find them. My mother didn't know I smoked. So strange thoughts, but I thought, my God, maybe in a split second I thought, I don't want my mother to find my body with the cigarettes. So I threw the cigarettes out of my pocket, across the ground, and